Hello, I'm Amanda Shagney, Associate Director of UK Alumni Career Services, and today I'm joined by UK alumna and Lexington Mayor Linda Gorton. Welcome, Madam Mayor. We're so grateful to host you on this episode of Career Conversations. Thanks for
Thank
being here.
you. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, let's jump right in. Tell us a little bit about your career path since you graduated from UK.
Well, it's been an interesting one. I'm a graduate of the College of Nursing, 1971, a while back, and I spent many years in nursing. Had a full career, in fact, over a period of about 40 years, and loved nursing. And then I have also had a career in public service. I spent 16 years as an elected council member here in Lexington, and 4 of those years were as vice mayor. And then I took 4 years off, and I think I got bored. So now I'm mayor.
Sounds like an amazing path.
Yes, it's been full of excitement, let me tell you that.
Absolutely. What major lessons have you learned so far in your career?
Well, it's interesting because the 2 careers I've had are very similar. And some of the things that I sort of knew before, but I've confirmed are big lessons for anyone in career is to understand your focus, and for me to always put people first. It is in government, it's people first, mission always. And in nursing, it's people first. And so that for me is a huge takeaway of both of my careers, which have intersected. I was a nurse many years as I was a serving council member.
Excellent. Next question, how does your degree connect to what you're doing right now?
Well, my degree is a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. And one of the reasons that I entered public service as an elected official was because through nursing, I learned that I love working with people. I sort of already knew that. And I also loved problem solving. So, nursing trains you to work with people, it trains you to solve problems. So, it was a natural fit for me to take those into public service where I could craft policy, public policy, work with people to do it. And it was a really a natural fit of how my degree really did help me. A lot of people wouldn't necessarily think that that's true of nursing. It was a perfect fit.
I was curious about that before we met, but now that I've heard you say it, that makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Let's talk about mentorship. Did you have any strong mentors along your path?
My first real mentor was really my dad. Um, my dad was a businessman who had to drop out of college one semester shy of a degree because his dad, my granddad, had a stroke and he had to help take care of him. And my dad was always a people person. He always wanted to be sure people understood what he was talking about in business. He worked in business. But then when I was about 11 years old, he ran for our local school board. And I saw how he interacted there and the lessons that I learned from his public service. And he was a wonderful school board member. And I never thought at that time I'd run for public office, but now I realize he was, in a way, a mentor to me in that regard. And then I've had some wonderful female role models along the way, 2 of whom were Mayor Pam Miller, the first female mayor of Lexington's government, and then Isabel Yates, who was vice mayor at the time Pam was mayor. They were both oriented toward the good of the community, and they were very strong mentors for me.
Wonderful. Next question for you. What special career advice do you have for our alumni and students that might be watching today?
Well, there are a few things that I think are at the top of the list, and I've already said one, and that's people. Don't ever forget that in life, anything we can do to serve people is for the good. I come from kind of a servant leadership model. And I tell people in government quite often, if what we're doing as a government isn't serving people and the good of people, then we need to reevaluate what we're doing. And so, in this life, we just have a short time to make a difference, right? And if we can make things better, whatever our area is, whether it's government or nursing or education, or even I mentioned things like engineering, or focus on the people first, and the rest will kind of fall into place. Don't ever forget your friends along the way. It's real easy as a mayor to get so deeply ingrained and busy with the work of government that, all my really good friends are out there. And, don't ever forget who they are, where they are, and to connect with them, because those are the people whom you've known along the way, who've been your best friends, and you've established good friendships with, and they will be with you after you're finished with your work, whatever your work is. And always keep your eye on the goal. I say that a lot here in government. We have a team approach here. I love team approach. It's about the team. I don't get a thing done by myself, and most of you won't either. You will rely on a good, strong team of people, and that's so important.
Okay, last and favorite question. Any special favorite memories at UK or favorite professors you want to give a shout out? Favorite classes?
Oh, yes. So, all nurses were expected and required to take, of course, anatomy and physiology. And I will never, ever forget two professors in those areas, Dr. Judith Pratt and Dr. Nicholas Pisacano. And nurses weren't the only ones who took their classes. There were students from all over the university who took those classes who were in different areas. The thing about those two professors, Dr. Pratt and Dr. Pisacano, was it their presentations and their teaching methods always made you want to come back for more. They were so interesting. They were fun. They were the type of professors who just made you, say, don't stop now. I want more. Just 10 more minutes today. And that's the kind of professor who instills really great things in their students. We never forget them. We never forget how they approach their material and how they impart that material and how they make it either interesting and fun or deadly dull, right? So I've remembered them all these many years, and they were wonderful.
Thank you so much for that fun memory. I know you're approaching your 50-year class reunion. That's an
Yeah.
exciting time.
How can that be?
Class of 71,
uh,
right?
Class of 71, and I am still best friends with my best friends from nursing school, and we still keep in touch. That's part of that friendship that I talked about. Don't ever give up your friends. And, it may just be by Facebook or texting, or I still pick up the phone, and call. But we have all these memories. All of us have served in our careers, and probably most people in my class, of course, not me, but most of them are probably retired. And we'll have a lot of stories to share, won't we, when that
Sure.
reunion comes?
Oh, it's going to be an exciting time. Looking forward to October and hosting you.
Yes. And I just want to say one more thing.
Sure.
My husband and I are both UK graduates. Our children are both UK graduates. Don't ever forget your university.
Thank you.
It's just a huge part of our lives. And support your university. Once you're an alum, support it.
Thank you so much. Madam Mayor, thank you so much for sharing a little more about your story and being such a valuable member of the UK family. We
Thank
wish
you.
you much, much success in the future. And to our audience, thanks for joining and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.